Hello, Maria.
Hi, big brother.
Welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling okay. I'm a lot better.
The house has a new head of house. What do you think of your new head of house?
I think he actually fits it. Like, he's doing a really great job. He's naturally, I think that's his persona, like more or less like a leader. So he's doing just good for the first day. He tries to get everyone. He's doing a great job. Yeah, I like him. He's a nice guy.
The wildcard game came to a climactic end last night with your nominations. Who did you nominate and why?
I nominated Beatrice. Reason being, prior to probably end of last week, she was very isolated. She wouldn't join in stuff that we would always do, and I tried so hard, okay, maybe not so hard, but I did try a little bit, to get to know her. Sometimes I'd ask her, hey, you okay? And it was just the response that you'd get, it'd be like, yeah, why? I just tried to, and I don't think I'm the only one as well, because I did speak to a few people, or rather we all talked about certain behaviours or whatever. And yeah, she was just really in her own little world, and I respect that people, are going through whatever they're going through. But yeah, I did try with her, and I just felt, I can't really break into her or even be a friend to her, because she didn't let that. So that was just my reason. J. Paul. Oh, Yanis. Honestly, I actually admire that boy so much, I'm not gonna lie. He's so intelligent and he's so talented. And I just feel like he has, and I think I spoke to him the night before yesterday, which was eviction. I just feel like he's, I don't want to say issues. I just feel like he has things he has to learn about himself, which he's finding it difficult, to fit in. And he tries so hard, and as a person, I express myself however, I'm very open, I'm very good at expressing myself. And sometimes my facial expressions or my response to people isn't the best, which I'm obviously working on. So sometimes he just says certain, which I did tell him about anyway, he says really relevant stuff that just makes you feel, what are you talking about? And it's so obvious that he tries to fit in. And, I had a word with him. I did try help a little bit, I would say. But that was my reason for picking him. And then J. Paul. J. Paul's a really nice guy. We just haven't connected. He came to me actually saying, hey, you're one of the girls that I haven't really spoken to much, or don't really know much about. And, we spoke about stuff. He asked me questions, and I answered him and I asked him questions. But there wasn't a connection, even on a friendship level. But that has nothing to do with who he is as a person. It had to do with both of us trying to connect. He, honestly, he displays his personality. He respects himself, he's quiet, he speaks when he wants to, he's very, he indulges in all the activities, he's very intelligent, stuff like that. But it was just between us. There was no vibe. I couldn't vibe with him, I couldn't connect, even when we tried to be friends. So it's nothing personal when it comes to J. Paul. It was just, I just couldn't vibe with him. And then, White Money, I don't know what I was thinking, if I'm being completely honest with you. I actually have so much love for that boy, as a friend type of love. I was so confused, names couldn't come to my head yesterday. I wasn't ready, because obviously I thought all of us were gonna go around, and I thought I was just gonna either give 2 names, and the names I were gonna give initially were be truthful and be honest. But then when you told me 4, it was just too much for me. And I couldn't, when I went back out there and I looked at everyone, I was like, oh my God, like, why did I even pick white money? Like, it hurt me so much, and I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, I've done what I've done, so it is what it is. But I have no reason as to why I picked white money, because I actually really like him as a friend. So yeah.
And how do you think yesterday's events will affect your game moving forward?
I feel like White Money is a very lovable character, and I'm sure he has a huge fan base. Like I'm very certain of that. I'm sure there's so many supporters who would love him because he's very creative and like he's very, you know, like he's just good. Like he's a great guy. So yeah, I think that's going to affect me a lot because I'm sure I'm probably going to get a lot of hate. But I mean, it's a game, right? So I did this to myself, and if I just, whatever outcome happens, happens. I just wasn't thinking straight when I initially picked him. So yeah, I kind of messed up, if I'm being honest. But I have to live with it. But it's definitely going to affect me, that's for sure.
Maria.
Yes, big brother.
How will it affect you in the house?
Oh, in the house. My apologies. I mean, we as human beings, like, we lie, we tell the truth. I've spoken to him, but obviously not about the eviction. I'm still friends with him. He's not showing any sort of hate or like, oh, you bitch, you know, sort of thing. He's not showing all that. Like, he's still very, you know, nice to me and like friendly. But moving forward, I wouldn't know. I can't tell you what his reasons in the future would be if he'd want to pick me just to play tit for tat. So if you're talking about how it would affect me, like with everyone, I think we're getting along okay regardless. But obviously when nomination comes up another week, I don't know how that's going to affect me. So, but we're working fine as housemates in the house. So, yeah.
And would you like to discuss anything else with Big Brother?
I was really hurt yesterday, I'm not going to lie. I really thought that everyone was going to nominate, or I actually had the understanding that maybe we would have just been, you know, not like people couldn't nominate us whatsoever and they would just go ahead and do it. So it kind of like came as a shock and like as a surprise. And I didn't like that. Like I really was hurt yesterday because you guys put me in a position that I had to, you know, like, I don't know, I just didn't like that. I was really hurt yesterday. And obviously just like the whole house, like having to know that, you know, we nominated all those people.
Yeah.
I know it, well, I've now come to understand that it is a game and these things will happen more in the future. But I just wasn't ready for it, is all I'm trying to say. Like, but now I think my understanding has come to the, you know, I've come to the understanding that, well, this is it now. Like, we're in the game, so everyone's just, it's all a big game and we're all just going to have to play a game for each other. But yeah, I was just shocked yesterday. That was all.
Maria.
Yes, big brother.
With great power comes great responsibility.
That's correct.
If you were willing to accept certain privileges, you should also be willing to shoulder certain burdens.
That's correct. We learn every day, so I'm learning. But yeah.
Your diary session has come to an end.
Thank you, big brother.
You may leave the diary room.
Thank you.
actually like the fourth wave of feminism, and it has been happening since the 1800s, where it was like you actually weren't allowed to work or do shit and everything, and then little by little, some women resistance, this, that, and everything, and like fought. And then another thing I wanted to say is like, because this comes into conversations a lot of times, when people start talking about feminism, they zero it down and make it about relationships. They've broken this one's heart. Bitter woman. This, that. And it's just like, no, it's so huge and so big. If you want to talk about women chopping your money, let me just tell you now. Let me let you know. The reason women are chopping your money is because women don't have their own. If we have our own, we don't want your shit. And that is facts on God.
This is Big Brother. Jackie B reports to the diary room. Hello, Jackie B.
Hi, Big Brother.
Welcome to your diary session.
Thank you.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm fine. It was a very entertaining weekend. A lot of emotions and all that. It's not on my side anyway. I was just observing everything that was going on, and I know I was a bit upset on Saturday to find, was it Sunday? On Sunday, to find out that Perry and Maria were the wild cards. Mostly because I felt like I had a feeling that Perry was the wild card. I feel like my instincts definitely told me that. So I was kind of mad at myself for not like pursuing it. I definitely knew suspect Maria, but now it all makes sense. I probably should have, because to be very honest, she has been on my radar. But I don't know. So you have to be pissed that I didn't really stick to, going into finding out if Perry was or not. I think I just, so yeah, that upset me. So I was pretty much upset that day. I couldn't even pretend. That Sunday night, I was just like, fuck. Because I don't like to be played. And I kind of feel like I was played. Maria is in my room, and I'm very good at judging these things. So how the hell did I not know? But anyway, it's all good. It's what it is. And then yesterday, nominations, I kind of expected that I would be up, mostly because I'm not close to Mary. We're cool, but like I'm not close to her, and I'm not really close to Perry either. So I was kind of expecting to be up. So I was surprised that I wasn't up, to be very honest. And then I felt really bad that Earrings was up, because I feel like, I don't know, I just felt like he needed a break from all the negative energy. It was enough that he had to go through the entire week feeling like he had a target on his back, and feeling left out, feeling, insecure and judged and looked down on. And I just don't like people feeling that way. So I think I cried a bit the other day because I felt bad that he felt left out. I'm not always in the mix with everybody usually, but that's who I am. But I guess he tries to be in the mix, so when he's not allowed to be in the mix, he feels, he feels left out, and he feels like, people are judging him because he's different or whatever. And I didn't like it that he felt that way. I didn't like that saying people probably made him feel that way. I did speak to Maria about it, because I did feel like she was probably one of the people that made him feel that way, and she did admit to me that she probably has, done some things to him
that she, understandably. So yeah, that made me really sad. So him coming up again, yesterday I was just like, oh my god, can this boy not just breathe? But I really hope he'll be fine. I really hope he stays. I feel like there's a lot that we can all learn from him, the world can learn from him. I don't want people to just stereotype him as maybe because he's not entertaining in a wild way or whatever. Like, he's definitely special, and I feel like I hope he stays. And yeah, but today I'm fine, I'm good, as usual. Deputy head of house. I was shocked that Boma picked me, but I guess it was kind of obvious. Yeah, it's nice to be upstairs in the luxury room. I think I'm enjoying that the most. And yeah, I don't know what people are expecting, but I know Boma likes me, but I don't know. We'll see. Because there's like a triangle somehow, apparently, that I just found out about. Apparently, I know J. Paul likes because he told me. And J. Paul and Boma are friends, and apparently J. Paul told Boma to leave. Like, just so many things going on that I wasn't even aware of. So it kind of makes things a bit awkward between me and J. Paul, now that I know that. Because J. Paul is a cool guy, like, he's my friend. So the fact that he picked me, I don't know if he feels some type of way. But me, I'm fine, Sha. And yeah, I'm good. I hope you like my hair. It's starting hair. I never wear short hair. So this is like very different for me. But yeah, I love it. Hope that answers your question, baby.
Jackie B.
Yes, baby.
If you suspected Pere and Maria were the wild cards, what or who prevented you from pursuing those suspicions?
Okay, earlier I said I did not suspect Maria, but now that I know it was Maria, it makes sense that it was her. But I suspected Perry, and why? And I think I mentioned in my last diary session, when you asked me if there was someone I got to know and what I picked out of what they told me, and I told you I was suspecting Perry because I felt like, I don't know, just his vibe and some things he told me was just a bit dodgy to me. So that was why I suspected him. Why I didn't really pursue it was because, I don't know, so that's why I said I was upset because I feel like I was played. And yesterday he told me that the reason he had been avoiding me after we had that conversation was because he felt that I was onto him, and he felt that if he stayed close to me, I would definitely be able to pick him out and I would know. So and I noticed, like, we never really used to speak after that day, and I was fine with that because I didn't trust him anyways. But he told me yesterday that he was avoiding me mostly because he felt like I knew, or I would be able to tell that he was the one if he stayed close to me. The reason why I didn't pursue it was, again, I admit I was played. I can't even lie, I was played. But no, it's 1-0. The game don't start, so it's cool. I think what really threw me off was that arrangement thing that we did, where I think you gave head of house then a hint, and she said the wild card supposed to sit next. No, they went into the diary room next to each other or something. So when we sat down just to look at everybody's faces, and I saw that Perry was sat next to Maria, I can't remember who the other person was. I wasn't suspecting either of the girls on his sides, so that was what threw me off. And I was like, okay, maybe it's not Perry. And then that's why I went to what I thought was obvious, which was Beatrice, mostly because of the way she was like behaving. And I think she was doing all that on purpose because she came to apologize after. I don't know if she was trying to purposely like throw the house off, but she did a good job. She was just too freaking obvious. Like, it was crazy. And I feel bad for nominating Yeris because I also felt he was nervous. I don't know him from anywhere, so I couldn't have known that he was just a nervous person generally. So I felt like, okay, Beatrice is acting nervous, Yeris is acting nervous, okay, they're probably the one. So that was what threw me off Perry's radar, to be honest. Yeah. He stayed away from me. That was it. If he stayed close, I would have been able to tell.
And what do you intend to do about your triangle?
Oh my god, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I'm just cruising and going with the flow. I don't know. I don't really like J. Paul like that. Like, that way. Like, I like J. Cole as a friend. I really do like him as a friend. And I don't know why this always happens to me. I'll meet a guy, I like you as a friend, and I just want to be... Can I just be friends with a guy in this life? And then next thing is, okay, I like you. And then it just messes up the entire thing, the entire friendship, and then it's like, we can't be friends. I hate when that happens, and I feel like that's what's happening to me and J. Paul, because we used to be very cool, and now it's like, get awkward. Since he told me he liked me. Because I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Like, I told him, okay, to be very honest, I don't know. I'm not there right now with you. I like you as a friend. And apparently he's dodging bullets from other girls because of me. And I told him not to be doing that one, no, because I'll not be responsible, because I cannot promise him that I'm gonna, date him or anything or whatever. But I don't know, Django, I don't know. I feel like the move Muboma made yesterday was very nice. I like things like that. So that kind of, I don't mind things like that. So maybe I'm tilting more towards Boma. But not necessarily for a relationship, but maybe just to get to know him more. I know he definitely likes me. He has told me. He acts the part. He's always checking on me. He's trying to be romantic and caring. And so let's see. I don't know.
It may seem as though your mind is already made up.
I'm not saying that.
Jackie B.
Yes, Vicky.
How would you have felt if Boma had selected someone else as his deputy?
Okay. You're the only one that asked me this question because it's you. Okay, so yes, I was shocked that he selected me, but I also kind of expected it because I've heard things and he has told me things. I know that the other people that he's close to, or the other females that he's close to, I don't think he sees them as, I don't think I think they're just like friends. And I think I'm probably the only one that he has told that he likes in that sense, like maybe to be in a relationship or whatever it is. So I was expecting that, okay, I'll probably be the safer option for him to go with because he's probably trying to pursue me and this would definitely impress me, which it kind of did. So if I had picked someone else, I will not lie, because of the kind of coconutted that I am and because of how petty I am, I probably wouldn't really send him again. I will not even lie. I thought about it, crossed my mind, and I was like, I know that he's friends with these girls, right? But you're telling me you like me. So, like, make a move, like, be a man about it. And he did. So I'm impressed. But if he didn't, I would not really hate, I'm not going to hate him or anything, but I would have looked at him like, please, stop making mouth. Don't come to me and like, you're not going to act it. Be about it. And he's actually been about it. He's been really, really sweet. So, yeah. Sweet.
Interesting.
Oh my god. Biggie, you need to say if you liked my hair though.
Would you like to discuss anything else with Big Brother?
No. I think I'm fine. I'm fine, Biggie. I'm good. Oh, I miss my son so much. I miss him so much. I miss you, Nathan, and I love you. I miss my mom, I miss my sisters, I miss my family. I'm missing them so much. It's crazy. But I'm good.
Jackie B.
Yes, Biggie.
Feel free to ask your head of house his opinion on your hair.
Okay, that's true. I didn't ask him. I will, actually. I will. Thank you for that suggestion, Biggie. Yeah, thank you.
Your diary session has come to an end.
Okay, Biggie.
You may leave the diary room.
Bye, Biggie.